Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The bold and the beautiful spoilers are in for Tuesday, November 4th, 2025. Fans can expect the next episode to feature Remy Price, Christian Weissman, begging for forgiveness. However, his return could reignite Electra Forrester's Linnea Grace trauma. Meanwhile, Beth Spencer, Jordan Grace, shares her wedding idea. Let's start off with Remy, who has just been exposed. The young man was introduced at Forrester Creations as Deke's boyfriend. The designer knew Remy didn't want his name mentioned, but had no idea of his past. Now Deke is stunned and horrified over Electra and Will Spencer's Crew Morrow claims. Remy isn't denying anything that happened. However, he claims to be a different person now. The young man really should have told Deke about his past long ago. The designer can't believe that the man he loves stalked and deep-faked Electra. It would be one thing for Deke to find this out in the privacy of his home. However, Remy just showing up and not giving Deke a heads up has been disastrous. Remy doesn't want to lose Deke, but also begs Electra for forgiveness. Forgiving someone is one thing, but allowing them into your circle is another. Electra would be reminded of Remy each time Deke came to work. Will Deke dump Remy? People at Forrester Creations tend to be really controlling with others' relationships, so I could see Deke being given an ultimatum. The bold and the beautiful spoilers for Tuesday, November 4th, reveal that it was just recently that Electra finally got over Remy's actions. Now with him back, Electra will be reminded of the trauma all over again. So I wonder if this will somehow impact her romance with Will. It is also stated that Beth will have an idea for Hope Logan, Annika Noel, and Liam Spencer's Scott Clifton wedding. The little girl will be officiating the wedding. The blonde will also have a special request to make of her parents. Beth will ask that Sheila Carter Sharp, Kimberlyn Brown, not attend the nuptials. Liam and Hope will totally understand. Deacon Sharp, Sean Kanan, will understand as well, too. However, will Sheila respect that she's not invited to the wedding? Or could Sheila insist on going anyway? Tuesday's episode of The Bold and the Beautiful, November 4th, explodes with emotion, heartbreak, and unexpected hope. What starts as a morning of reflection turns into an afternoon of chaos as three major storylines take center stage. Remy's desperate plea for forgiveness, Beth's heartfelt idea that could unite a fractured family, and Electra's haunting trauma that finally surfaces in a shocking confession. It's an hour that reminds everyone in Los Angeles that love, loss, and redemption always collide, especially at Forrester Creations. Remy has been walking the halls of Forrester like a ghost, haunted by every mistake he's made. His actions, from manipulating Luna to lying about Liam's role in recent events, have shattered his relationships, leaving him isolated and despised. On Tuesday, the once confident designer makes one last attempt to repair what's been broken. We open with Remy standing outside Luna's office door, clutching a small sketchbook, the same one he used to design their first collaboration piece months ago. His reflection in the glass shows a man who's been stripped of pride and power. When he finally knocks, Luna's startled expression says it all. This is the last person she wanted to see today. Luna's pregnancy crisis and emotional roller coaster have left her exhausted. But Remy doesn't waste a second. I know I don't deserve even 5 seconds of your time, he begins, voice cracking. But I need to make things right. Not for me, for you. Luna remains cold, arms folded, eyes burning with resentment. You can't fix what you did, Remy. You made choices. And those choices nearly destroyed my life. Remy's apology is raw and desperate. He reveals that his schemes weren't entirely about ambition, but fear. Fear of losing his place in the Forrester world. Fear of losing Luna to a man like Will Spencer, who seemed untouchable. I thought if I controlled the narrative, I'd control my destiny, he admits. But all I did was ruin yours. Luna's silence is painful, but not cruel. For the first time, she sees a sliver of the man she once believed in. Still, forgiveness doesn't come easy. You want redemption, Remy? She says softly. Then stop begging me for it. Prove you've changed, even if it's without me. As he leaves, Remy whispers, I'll do whatever it takes. But as the camera lingers, viewers can't help but wonder, is his promise the beginning of redemption? Or another dangerous obsession waiting to ignite? Meanwhile, outside Luna's office, Finn overhears enough of the conversation to raise alarm. Later, he tells Steffi he's concerned Remy's emotional state could spiral into something darker. Steffi, never one to mince words, mutters, if he hurts Luna again, I'll make sure he never works in this town again. While tension brews at Forrester, across town, a much lighter and surprisingly emotional scene unfolds between Hope, Liam, and Beth. The little girl who once symbolized love's miraculous return now plays a new role. Peacemaker. Hope is sitting on the living room floor, helping Beth color wedding gowns for her art project. The drawings are innocent and sweet, filled with hearts, flowers, and a few surprisingly stylish designs for a 7-year-old. Mommy, Beth asks, why do weddings make people happy? Hope smiles, remembering her own disastrous walk down the aisle, twice, with Liam. Because weddings remind us that love can start fresh, she replies gently. Then Beth delivers the line that stops Hope cold. Then maybe you and Daddy should have another wedding. Hope nearly drops her colored pencil. Liam, entering the room with a coffee cup, freezes. The air turns thick with unspoken history, heartbreak, betrayal, and unfinished love. Beth, ever the innocent, continues, you and Daddy could get married again, and this time I could help plan it. I could be the flower girl. Liam looks at Hope with a mix of nostalgia and regret. She's got your imagination, he says quietly, trying to diffuse the tension. But Hope can't shake the thought. After everything, Thomas's manipulations, Steffi's chaos, and the endless love triangle, could Beth's sweet idea actually be the sign of a new beginning? Later in the episode, Hope confides in Brooke. I know it sounds crazy, Hope says, tears glinting, but for the first time in a long time, I don't feel angry at Liam. Maybe Beth's right. Brooke, ever the romantic but always cautious, warns her daughter, be sure your heart wants this, not your loneliness. Yet she admits something that shocks Hope. When I look at you two together, I see the same spark Ridge and I once had, before the world got in the way. Brooke's admission lingers. Could Beth's wedding idea become the catalyst for a renewed family, or the start of another heartbreak? As Hope gazes at her daughter's drawing later that evening, viewers can sense she's already imagining what Hope and Liam 3.0 might look like. But lurking in the shadows of this hopeful storyline is someone who doesn't want that wedding to happen, and her name is Electra after. Weeks of pretending she's fine, Electra finally reaches her breaking point. The usually confident Forrester model has been struggling with flashes of panic, nightmares, and unexplained dread. Tuesday's episode finally gives fans the emotional depth they've been waiting for, and it's devastating. It begins in the Forrester photo studio. Electra's supposed to be shooting a new campaign for the HFTF line, but the moment the lights flicker and the photographer raises his voice, she freezes. Her breathing quickens and she drops the fabric she's holding. When Luna rushes to her side, Electra's facade crumbles. I can't do this, she whispers. I thought I was ready, but I'm not. At first, Luna thinks Electra's just overwhelmed, but then she realizes this is something deeper. She gently guides her friend to sit. Slowly, Electra begins to open up about what happened the night of the gala, the one everyone's been speculating about since her mysterious disappearance afterward. In a trembling voice, Electra reveals that she was followed after leaving the event, not by paparazzi, but by someone she once trusted. He told me he wanted to talk, she says, tears falling. But when I tried to walk away, he wouldn't let me. The show doesn't spell out all the details, but it's clear something traumatic occurred. An encounter that left Electra physically unharmed, but emotionally shattered. Luna's eyes fill with empathy and fury. You should have told someone, she whispers. I couldn't, Electra replies. I thought no one would believe me. Everyone thinks I'm so strong, so untouchable. But that night, I was terrified. Luna convinces her to tell Ridge and Hope, especially since her trauma has started affecting work. In a later scene, Electra bravely enters Ridge's office, trembling but determined. "I need to report something that happened to me," she says, voice breaking. Ridge's expression softens instantly. For a man known for his arrogance, his empathy here is striking. As she speaks, Ridge promises that Forrester Creations will protect her no matter what it takes. It's a powerful reminder that beneath the glamour and rivalries, the show still knows how to handle raw human pain with grace. The fallout of Electra's confession, however, will reach farther than she imagines, especially when Finn gets involved. Later in the episode, Finn overhears Steffi discussing Electra's trauma and vows to find out who hurt her. "If this happened under our watch, I'll get to the truth," he promises. But there's a dark twist ahead. When Electra is later seen alone, she receives a mysterious text. "You shouldn't have talked." The camera zooms in on her shaking hand as she deletes the message. Viewers are left with a chilling cliffhanger. Whoever hurt Electra isn't finished with her. While the main stories dominate, the episode also offers a simmering side plot involving Deacon and Taylor. Both are hiding something, and Thomas's growing curiosity threatens to expose them. At Il Giardino, Taylor meets Deacon in a quiet corner booth. "We said we'd never talk about it again," she warns. Deacon looks uneasy. "I know, but secrets don't stay buried in this town. Not for long." Their coded conversation hints at something more than friendship, something that happened months ago during Sheila's death aftermath. Could Taylor and Deacon's secret involve protecting Sheila? Or worse, covering up a past mistake that could shake both their families? Thomas, meanwhile, notices his mother's strange behavior and later confides in Ridge. "She's hiding something, Dad," he says. "And Deacon's involved." Ridge frowns, already suspicious. "If that man is dragging your mother back into danger, I'll handle it." It's a subtle but powerful setup for what's to come later in the week, and a clever way of linking Tuesday's emotional chaos to a larger web of lies and redemption. As the episode draws to a close, The Bold and the Beautiful delivers 3 deeply emotional moments, each one setting up future heartbreak, hope, and danger. Remy's silent breakdown, alone in his apartment. Remy replays Luna's words. The walls are covered with his old designs, a haunting visual of what he's lost. He picks up the sketchbook again, this time sketching something new, a dress inspired by forgiveness. Viewers can't tell if it's meant for Luna or a symbolic act of healing, but his final words, "Maybe redemption starts with creation," suggest that his arc is far from over. Hope's daydream. Back at the cabin, Hope tucks Beth into bed. The little girl sleepily murmurs, "Promise me you'll think about it. The wedding." Hope kisses her forehead and whispers, "I promise." She then imagines walking down the aisle again, this time without fear. No Thomas, no drama, just love. But as she looks out the window, her expression shifts. The memory of Liam's past mistakes clouds her peace. The question lingers. Can love truly start over in a town built on betrayal? Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Bold and Beautiful Update YouTube channel for more update news.